everyone. So today I'm going to do my March favorites for you guys. I tried to record this 3 times already, and by 3 times I don't mean like I'm stopping and starting. I mean on 3 different days, and it just hasn't fared well. I'm just like, I tweeted, I was bored to tears, and I was. So hopefully we can get all the way through this. You know what, I don't have a choice. I'm just gonna friggin' do it. I don't have a ton of favorites this month. I do have a couple of products that I tried that I did not like. I wanna share those with you too. And then a couple of things that I've been using, and I wanna share my experiences. I don't know why I'm like humming. Anyway, so first and foremost is something that a lot of you guys have noticed in my description box and therefore have asked me about it, and it's the Cover FX Cream Foundation, and it comes in the pan form, and I've actually hit pan on it. This is how long I used it before. I wanted to give you an opinion on it. I have a sponge underneath, which I haven't used. I use this with the Beauty Blender, damp. I run it under like, you know, tepid or warm water, and I scrape it out of here. You can use a spatula. You can get a spatula like Michaels or Joann Fabrics, or you can just use like a butter knife. Obviously use it only for your makeup. And I warm it up on the back of my hand. Like I use the spatula to go back and forth a little bit, and then I, you know, dip my Beauty Blender inside of it. I have to say that Estee Lauder Double Wear remains my #1 foundation, like by leaps and bounds. And I'm gonna talk about Estee Lauder Double Wear in just a minute, but this would have to be in probably my top 5, if not my top 3 foundations. And let me tell you what I like and what I don't like. Color selection is fantastic. This is a really yellow foundation. In fact, in some of my older videos, you guys were like, whoa, like you look like a Simpsons character. It's a little too yellow. Understandably so, but I guess I went to the opposite extreme because my Estee Lauder Double Wear is like a little too pink, and I'm always fixing that with either like Cinema Secrets or NARS Sheer Glow. This foundation looks fantastic up close. Like it looks really good. It looks like skin. It looks beautiful. It has a great finish. It's not too matte. It's not too dewy. It just looks gorgeous. It doesn't make me break out. I have really sensitive skin. If something's gonna irritate my skin, I have a story for you about one of my regrettable products, but like if something's gonna break me out, I would know immediately. And obviously if I hit pan on this and never experienced that, like it's not gonna make me break out. Things that I don't like about it. I don't like its endurance, or I guess lack thereof. It is, I mean, I live in Florida, so it's hot and humid, and just in a couple of videos where I am wearing this, if you go back and look and you can see where I'm wearing just this foundation, you can tell that it looks a little too dewy, and it's kind of melting underneath the lights that I have, and I don't have fancy hot lights. Like I just have basic lights so you guys can, you know, see true colors of everything. So if it's melting underneath the lights, like, can you imagine me going outside in the heat and humidity? It doesn't fare well. When I wear it like for a day of work, I didn't wear it on days where I was like planning to do things after. Like I always turn to Estee Lauder Double Wear. So longevity, the way that it wears off is like, it wears off, like if you touch your face, like it wears off and you can see skin, so it pulls everything off. I'm not saying I would never repurchase, but Estee Lauder Double Wear remains my #1, but this is a fantastic foundation if you want skin that looks like skin, if you want skin that looks like skin, foundation that looks like skin, but I guess skin that looks like skin, not skin that looks like makeup, whatever. And if you are having problems like finding yellow foundations, a lot of people write and say like, I am yellow, like yellow based, I can't find anything but pink based foundations. I always recommend Bobbi Brown or Lorac, not their products per se, but I know they have very yellow based foundations, and Cover FX is another one. I'm M70, and the M range is like olive and therefore like yellow based skin tones. What else do I want to say? I would say try it on your own accord. Unfortunately, it's not a foundation you can sample because it's not liquid, but you know, find a Sephora that has it. I have 3 Sephoras around me, only one of them had it, so I went and bought it there instead of buying it online, but you can buy it online and return in store if you wish. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, I feel like I try to cover that as thoroughly as possible. I like the foundation. What I don't like is the way that it wears like throughout the day. So besides that, so if that's something that doesn't bother you, or you live in a climate where like that's really not an issue, then I think you will like this foundation. So now I want to talk about Estee Lauder Double Wear really quick. Still my #1 foundation. I get asked all the time. Another question that I get asked is, how do I wear it if I'm going to be photographed because it has a flashback? When I was wearing the bronze, which was really, really dark, like really dark. I never had that problem, but now that I'm wearing Shell Beige, I do have that problem, and all I do is I just do like Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I'll do like maybe like 2 layers of the Double Wear and then 1 layer completely over with the Cinema Secrets, which is photograph friendly, and then I'm good. That's how I wore it to like holiday party or anytime I know like I'm gonna be photographed. That's what I do. Estee Lauder Double Wear has been getting a bad rap on YouTube. It's like one person says something like it made me break out, and then it's like the Black Plague. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Estee Lauder Double Wear makes me break out. You guys know I used to have really terrible skin. Estee Lauder Double Wear is my safe haven. I have very sensitive skin now. When I had acne prone skin, it was one of the few foundations that I could wear that didn't make me break out, and even to this day, it's like if my skin is acting up, I go back to Estee Lauder Double Wear until my skin comes down. I'm not trying to discredit anybody, but it's kind of like rumors, I guess. I don't know, and everyone jumps on the bandwagon and things get repeated and they're not always from personal experience. So again, if you've never tried Estee Lauder Double Wear, go and grab a sample at the Estee Lauder counter. You get a huge sample. You can try it for a long time to see if it makes you break out. How does the photo flash work, like in terms of your color? All that good stuff. Do you need to mix it? Whatever, you know. But I just want to put that out there. It's still my #1, absolutely hands down, bar none. Okay, fail, because I don't know what I did with the palette. I don't know how you misplace a palette. I probably used it and pulled it back out of my box. But anyway, it's the Lorac Unzipped palette. I talked about this in my haul. I showed it. I put links to swatches in the haul. I will add them down here too, especially since I'm not holding up the palette. I don't have an opinion on the primer because I actually don't know what happened to the primer. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Casey ate it. I don't know. Casey, do you eat my primer? Has food been sticking unusually well to the inside of your mouth? I don't know, but I love the Lorac Unzipped palette. A couple people have either messaged me or commented that they got it and they agree, and I'm not saying like this is the end all be all, but I do like it better than my Naked palette. I don't have Naked 2, but I really love my Lorac Unzipped palette. Lorac. Unzipped. Third and last favorite, and then I'm gonna segue into the stuff that I didn't like. I absolutely love this C.O. Bigelow Lemon and Strawberry Tinted Lip Balm. I got it Bath & Body Works. Looks like it melted. It smells and tastes so good. It's not one of those things where it smells good and then it tastes like crap. I love this, and I got turned on to this because of like the Revlon lip butter, and then L'Oreal did their version, and then I actually bought a Jordana one, which is one of my regrets, and none of them did anything for me. The Jordana one I have in Raspberry, and I absolutely love the color of this, and you won't be able to see it on camera, but it has like little silver glitters, and when the color wears away, all you're left with is like silver glitter like all over your face, and it's so gross and gritty. If they reformulated this, and I love Jordana, they do a lot of things great. They do a lot of things well. Great would be the equivalent of good. They do a lot of things well, but if they reformulated this and took the glitter out of it, it would be great. I also have this like in a grape one, like a purple-ish based one, and I really like the color on that too. But again, the glitter factor, I don't reach for these at all anymore. And I found it out by accident. Like I applied it, you can't see the glitter here, and it was like after I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, holy holes, mother father. Like there's glitter everywhere, all over my face. So yeah, just to put my 2 cents out there, I do have a Revlon lip butter. The only one I have is Berry Smoothie. I like the color. Sometimes it's a little too purple though, which, you know, doesn't do anything for my complexion if it's not. Like if I'm tanner, if I'm a little bit darker, or I'm wearing a little more bronzer, it works. But I don't like quite how purple it is. It's not one of foolproof. Foolproof. What the hell am I saying? This one is much more sheer. The C.O. Bigelow one is all the way on this end. It's much more sheer, but it's also that I just ate a popsicle midsummer look. It's carefree. I love it for work. Honestly, this is what I put on for work. It like gives you a punch of color without looking overdone and without competing with whatever eye look that you have going on. So yeah. Last two things are regrets, and the first one is something that's talked about a lot here on YouTube. So of course I wanted to try it, and it's the Garnier Skin Renew Miracle Skin Perfector BB Cream in Medium Deep. This is crap. I hate this. The first time I wore it, it's actually red and muddy. It's like I don't know who they were basing this skin tone on. It's a very small percentage of the population would have this skin tone. I don't know. It's red and muddy here, but as it continues to sit on the skin, it will oxidize, and when it gets exposed to the elements, it turns even more red, more pink. It's not even pink, it's just straight up red. It doesn't wear well. It's like pointless in sense of coverage, and it made me break out. It made me break out in a matter of hours. Like literally, I put it on for work. A few hours later, I'm going home for lunch and I'm seeing my skin break out. The only other thing that's ever done that to me is Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, the original, when my skin was that reactive. Like literally, my skin would be breaking out. And maybe it wasn't breakout, maybe it's an allergic reaction, but I hate it. Most of the people who have talked about this have not talked about medium deep in particular, so I am really struggling with the color, so I don't know how the light one compares. Obviously, I'm not light, obviously. So yeah, color and formula, and the smell is extremely fragrant. And it doesn't smell bad, but I just have a problem putting something that strong smelling on my skin. Because, like I said it 5 times in this video, my skin is really sensitive, and the fragrance is just almost always gonna irritate my skin. Last regret is DDF 10% glycolic toner, okay? I've seen a couple people talk about it, and a couple people that I totally trust. So I tried it, you know, I wanted to see what I thought of it. Right now, the toner that I use is Witch Hazel. I love Witch Hazel, and I'm back on Witch Hazel. I just like it for that squeaky clean feeling. The DDF glycolic tore my skin up, like destroyed it to no end. Clacking around, Casey. It dried it out. I don't know if I had an allergic reaction, but every night I was going to sleep and my skin was itchy. I was like scratching the crap out of it, and this lasted for about a week and a half. It was so dry, so itchy, and every night I was just like going to bed and smothering my face in argan oil, or argan oil, however you say it. And yeah, never again. And that was after using it for just a couple of days. Now my skin is not, no, stop it. Casey, stop making love to the tripod. Stop it. Anyway, my skin is not foreign to the idea of glycolics because I actually use them. Like I use an AHA that's glycolic based and a glycolic based. I've used lactic acids before on my skin and I use them really regularly. I've used retinols before on my skin. So it's not that it's like my skin's like, whoa, what is this? It's just, I don't know. When you smell the DDF, it smells like straight alcohol, and it smelled like straight alcohol. Not alcohol, rubbing alcohol, not like Captain Morgan. So I'm sure that has something to do with it. Like I'm sure, you know, one of the top ingredients was alcohol, and it was like putting straight alcohol on my skin and not so much doing the exfoliation or the chemical exfoliation I was hoping for. Yeah. On that, just kind of like the BB cream. Oh, for the record, that's the only BB cream I've ever tried. I've never tried the authentic ones from Southeast Asia. But oh, the DDF has really great reviews on Makeup Alley, which, you know, here I am again, like being the voice of dissent and disagreeing with the majority, and that's fine. I would say try it on your own if you want to. I guess if somebody had said that they had a bad reaction, you know what, I would try it anyway. So it's a kind of like, you know, go read the reviews, look up people talking about it or whatever, and kind of decide on your own. But that's the experience that I had. I will never touch it with a 10-foot pole again. I took it back to Sephora, done. I'm done with it. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you guys is I want to show you a little trick how to hide your split ends, but not really hiding them per se. What I'm going to show you is a way that you like brush your hair like while you flat iron it that helps to hide split ends. So I'm going to show you guys what to do, and if the idea of hiding split ends is like cringeworthy to you, you don't have to watch the rest of this, but I'm going to show you guys really quick. Let me plug in my flat iron and I will walk you guys through it. Okay, so I can't see my viewfinder, so heaven help you see what I'm about to do. All you really need is a fine tooth comb. This is one that like helps you like separate and part and all that stuff. And I've seen these be used for like back combing and teasing hair. But the most important part is that it's fine tooth and it's a comb, not a brush. And the idea is that it is going to, like the way that it separates your hair before you run the flat iron through it makes the difference. And I don't like to do it like running the comb all through my hair tends to make my hair a little bit flat, although I get the best results with a flat iron when I can separate the hair and it's not sitting on top of each other and it's like being brushed before I run the flat iron through. I mean, it's not gonna come up on camera. You really are gonna have to try this yourself to see the difference. But what I do is just like, I hold it towards like the bottom of my hair. And then I take my flat iron. I love my Say-Do, by the way. I've tried a couple of other flat irons since and I hate them. And then I just run the flat iron through like that. And it's all Smoky Bear. And I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see what kind of difference it makes. Like, it makes it so much smoother. It even feels softer to the touch. If you want super straight hair, I would use this all the way through. I usually use my Sonia Kashuk brush that's like some plastic bristles and some boar bristles, or they might be synthetic boar. But anyway, that's my trick for hiding split ends. So the tool that you use with the flat iron does make a difference. I try to use boar bristle because I like the distribution of, the natural oils. It makes my hair softer and nicer, but for split ends, like you cannot go wrong with running a fine tooth comb and like immediately following it with the flat iron right behind. I wish I could have demonstrated better, but I don't think that my camera picked that up, but whatever. Try it and let me know what you guys think. So that wraps it up for moi. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna try to do, I have so many things that I owe you guys. I know I need to do an eyeliner tutorial, I need to do a concealer routine. Let me know if you're interested. Well, my foundation routine hasn't changed. It's almost identically the same thing, but I guess I can show it to you guys and do Cinema Secrets over instead of NARS Sheer Glow over, and it's a better quality camera, so you can see how crappy I really look without makeup. And I need to do tutorials with my unzipped palette. I have a lot of catching up to do. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.